Immediately after President William Samoei Ruto's interview yesterday, I came to learn that President William Samoei Ruto has well mastered the art of concocting narratives. And by the end of this episode, I'd wish that you be the judge and the jury and tell me in the comment section between Mwengi Mutuse and President William Samoei Ruto, who lied in regards to Rigathis impeachment. Because from what President William Samoei Ruto told Kenyans yesterday in regards to the former deputy president's impeachment, he technically threw Mwengi Mutuse under the bus, and that automatically gave credence that Rigathis impeachment was more of a politically insinuated impeachment. Ruto told Kenyans that the former deputy president was impeached just because he was in a constant war with one Dennis Itumbi. 2. President William Samoei Ruto told Kenyans that the former deputy was impeached that just because he was in an acrimonious physical confrontation with Farouk Kibet. 3. President William Samoei Ruto tells Kenyans that the former deputy president was impeached just because he had requested for 10 billion. 4. President Ruto told Kenyans that the former deputy was impeached just because he was at loggerheads with honorable members of parliament. All this President William Samoei Ruto was telling Kenyans yesterday is absolutely contrary to what Mwengi Mutuse tabled before the House of Representatives for the purpose of Rigathi to be impeached. Because if you remember pretty well, Mwengi Mutuse, among his 11 key accounts and grounds of impeachment, he categorically stated that the former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, should be impeached just because of his 1. Shareholding narrative. 2. The former deputy president was a tribalist. And 3. The former deputy president had illegally acquired his brother's wealth without the consent of the late brother's family. And 4. The former deputy president was to be impeached simply because he had automatically turned himself into a Murima crusader, of which that was likely to deter him not only to work extensively for the entire country, but his motive was strictly to push the agenda of the people of the mountain. And of course, if you weigh the two scenarios between those of President William Samoei Ruto and what Mutusa tabled, I kid you not, the dichotomy among the two is like day and night. And of course, here comes the question: who do you think was honest with Kenyans during Rigathi's impeachment? Will you follow what Mutusa tabled in parliament, or will you follow what President William Samoei Ruto told Kenyans in regards to Rigathi's impeachment? If President William Samoei Ruto's interview yesterday is to be taken with a lot of consideration, then I kid you not, that interview categorically gives credence to what has been out in the court of public purview, that the former deputy president was totally innocent, because it is common logic. There is no any way that Mwengi Mutuse will table accounts that are contrary to what the president is aware of. So how I wish that if Rigathi will pursue his case all the way to its final ultimate conclusion, then I kid you not, what the president aired yesterday, he can also use it as ground of defense in whichever court that the case shall be proceeding. And even if he will not, then I kid you not, as time goes by, and it is in the interest of time that Kenyans are slowly learning what and how innocent Rigathi was. And that drives me to my first hypothesis, that the former deputy president might have been innocent, and rather his impeachment was rather politically insinuated, and never was it based on matters, merit, and competence in his office. However, I know pretty well in the course of this week, the former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, is likely to have a very good field day in castigating and outlining all the lies that the president aired in a national television, as he will be preaching his anti-Ruto slogan in each and every parts of the country he is likely to set foot. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.